Whoa, like, where am I?
Well, don't just stand there, bub. Pull up a chair and welcome to El Gato Pub.
Alright, well, one tick blood tequila then, please.
The house special. Coming right up, pal.
Oh, so what else you got?
We got catfight nights, bingo's nice, scavenger hunting, and flash mob stunting. Yeah, bienvenidos, compañeros, standing in the pub, baby, Los Gatos. Grab yourself some Nuka Shine, tell your friends to get in line. Don't wanna miss this here show when it's time to get it on the road.
limited. Calculations show that this area will be destroyed.
Well, welcome everybody to Tequila Talk. It is another Friday. It's the first Friday night, first Friday night of the 2022 time frame, I guess we're talking about here. Welcome everybody to Tequila Talk. So happy to have everybody here tonight. This is a special occasion. As you guys know, we've been hopping this for a while because we are super excited to have our special guest here tonight. Before we get to that, of course, huge shout outs to everybody in the chat for hanging out here tonight, for coming on in. Miss Max TV, hey, what's happening, Miss Max? We got Angry IT Nerd, we have Jessica Starr, we have Decina. Decina's been hanging out here for like, I think, what is it now, like 40 minutes? 40 minutes, Decina's like super... Right, Jack?
She came in and put her lawn chair down, like, first. Right at the front.
Oh, I love it.
Front.
I love it. Gods of War is in the house. Ginger Snap 45, same. Christina's like, shush now, shush. Who else we have in the house? We have Krabby Hermit. We have Katie Mean Green. We have, I already called that Angry IT Nerd. Singing Mom is in the house. Singing Mom, what's up? I love Lamp. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Demas in the house. Demas! What's happening, sweetie? Demas. Always great to see Demas in the house. Who else do we have? Just want to make sure we get everybody shouted out before we move on to our special guest and to it's quite the amazing night tonight. Yu, welcome, my friend. Big shout out to Yu. He's also been doing some great stuff with us on in New World, so we cannot wait to get back to that. But right now, we cannot wait to get to some Fallout action here, guys. Quick shout out to everybody in chat to make sure you guys know exactly what's happening tonight. Make sure you put in hashtag dance, DANSE, if you guys don't know that, because come on, how could you not know that? Put that in there, hashtag, because we will be giving away a $100 gift card to the Bethesda store tonight. So make sure you guys put that in there. You guys know that on every Tequila Talk, we like to make sure that we kind of put something in there that is aligned to our special guest. And this way you guys can get anything you guys want as far as, you know, you got your BOS action going on there. This is the place to do anything you want. Except for, of course, stuff that you usually want, which is just not going to happen. It's just,
well, there's some Etsy sites for that stuff, but you know.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in
yeah, we can give them a link.
Yeah, we can give them a link. So with that said, you guys see that I am in Fallout 4. I'm hanging out with I'm hanging out with my favorite companion because I go through the game a couple times and I'm like, who am I gonna pick? There is nobody else to pick. I'm sorry. I have a sweet spot for our sweetest paladin here. So we are going to introduce. No, I do.
Just,
I do say, Jack. I do say. I do. Hey, Super Tech. Hey, Pedernales Falls. Welcome, guys.
Yes.
Night Taylor, what's happening? No one dances better than dance, according to Night Taylor BOS. Hey, Buffalo Bulldog, what's happening? All right, so you guys have probably figured out who we're talking about here. So tonight, with me, of course, I have Jack Harris. Hey, Jack, say hi.
Hey. As always.
I have RM Awesome. RM.
Hello.
Hello. And of course, I have and we have Darth Rages.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening indeed. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background on our guest before we change out the screens here. With an extensive acting career and voiceover background in video games ranging from Resident Evil, Mass Effect, Red Dead Redemption 2, guys, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mirac from Elder Scrolls Skyrim Dragonborn, Destiny 2, as well as, of course, the reason we're all here tonight. We want to extend a warm Gato welcome to none other than the reason that I personally side, and I'm sure many of you do too, side with the Brotherhood every single time. Welcome, Peter Jessop, to the show. Hey, Peter.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So how are you tonight?
I'm good.
Yeah, is it evening where you are? I mean, are you on the West Coast?
I'm on the West Coast. Yeah, it's just now starting to get dark. So.
Yes, of course. So yeah, I'm from the West Coast originally, so I get that. Well, welcome. We are super happy to have you here tonight. Our chat has been is super excited now, and they've been chatting about this for like the last couple weeks. So they've been really excited. We have all kinds of emotes. In fact, people are talking about in the Discord that you probably shouldn't scroll up in the bar to see all the conversation that's been going on since it's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't consider it embarrassing. I would consider it actually. It's not. I think it's awesome. Actually, I love it. So Peter,
Yes.
I guess you're here for an interview. Let's get to it, right?
All right.
All right. So what inspired you to start acting?
It started in high school. I had a crush on the stage manager, and
That'll do it.
yeah, so I tried out for one of the plays so I could, hang around with her, and it turned out that I really enjoyed it, so I stuck with it. So.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, actually, that makes some sense. I was a stage manager once. in high school. I'm kidding. The man who came to dinner was our play, and yeah. Long story short, I had to learn everybody's lines. just yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what stage managers do. They learn everybody's lines. Well, so I'm going to guess at some point you were heading off to LA, right? So where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Illinois, a little town called Champaign-Urbana.
Okay.
And went to college there and spent several years in Chicago and came out to LA in 1991.
1991.
Yeah.
So I heard that that when you got to LA, so you came out to LA for an acting job, and that you had gotten into there was a car accident, and that kind of derailed your.
Yeah, I was on a bicycle. I got clipped by a car, and I landed on my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just basically, peeled the whole right side of my face off.
Oh my God.
On the pavement, and couldn't do the show, couldn't do the movie I was about to start doing, and was like, wow, I guess I'll have to think of something else. And I had done some voiceover in Chicago, some commercial stuff, and I thought, well, I can lean into that because nobody's going to see my face.
All right.
And it was several years before I'd healed up enough, and at that point, voiceover was going really well, so I stuck with it.
Nice. Well, I mean, I think, it definitely changed your career trajectory, but I think,
yeah.
I think we're the better for it. Well, sorry that happened. I mean, like I said, being from LA, I can totally get that. I got hit at least a couple times on bikes, not to the degree that you did, of course, but LA is not a very bike-friendly town.
No, it's not.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So you've voiced many characters from dozens of video game titles, TV shows, movies, etc. Do you have a favorite game or a favorite franchise?
Favorite that I've been in or that I play? Excuse me.
That's all right. Well, that you've Well, both.
Both.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love the Fallout series. I didn't start until Fallout 3. But I played 3, played New Vegas, and when I got into the booth to start doing Fallout 4, they hadn't told us what it was.
Right.
And you know, the lines come up on a big screen one at a time, and they give you a little prep to what's going on in the situation. And my line was, they spotted a group of ferals out by then. I stopped halfway through. I said, "This is Fallout."
Oh, that's great.
And the director's like, "Yeah, you know Fallout?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So.
Oh, that's cool. So I
Yeah.
think our chat would love to know that you're a gamer. So you've been actually playing Fallout for a long time.
I have been, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I like the whole Elder Scrolls series as well. Dragon Age was great. Mass Effect, this Mass Effect series was fantastic. I'm really more of an RPG and you know, kind of a gamer in general. I'm not really
Right.
much on the. With my kids, we started playing Halo when they were little because
Right.
you could do the split screen, you know. And I've got 3 boys, so we would chase each other around and blow each other up. And,
Hey, you know that's good stuff right there.
yeah.
That's
So,
that's good.
but
That's good
yeah.
father son. That's good son father. Playtime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Played a lot of World of Warcraft. I did EverQuest first when that first came out. That was a big exciting thing for me. The online RPG was brand new at that point.
Yep.
And so a buddy of mine and I started playing EverQuest, and when World of Warcraft came out, everybody had kind of jumped over, and I was like, "No, I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to go." And eventually ended up going over and playing that too. So,
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, we have. I know I personally just started getting into more of the MMOs, which is kind of like it's like New World, which is like the like World of Warcraft. And yeah, it's a whole different experience, isn't it? I mean, compared to the other types of games that you're mentioning, it's definitely very
Yeah.
different. It's got a
Yeah.
different vibe to it and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's really cool. So one of the so I'm gonna say Fallout is your favorite franchise, and that Elder Scrolls is maybe your second favorite franchise.
Yeah, that's a fair cop. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So one of the questions that came in through our Discord chat, because so as soon as we know who's going to be coming on Tequila Talk, we always post up, if you guys have any questions for our guests, please pop them in, and we try to get as many as we can into the questions. And so one of the questions came in from Courier7, and he wanted to know, what was your favorite voice line? If you have, I know you got like a repertoire like a mile long, and you're like, what is my favorite one from like the tens of thousands of lines? You got one?
That is a tough one. The one I usually quote the most, I think, was a Resident Evil line as Wesker, and I didn't understand it when I saw the copy, and I was like, "What does this mean?" And the director was Japanese. It had been translated from Japanese into English by Japanese people, so the dialogue was a little bit out of sync, and the line was, "Don't be a hard dog to keep under the porch, Barry."
Oh, I like that.
And I said, I don't know what this means. He's like, no, it's a very common American phrase. And I was like, okay.
If you say so.
Yeah. So I would have to say, don't be a hard dog to keep under the porch, Barry.
I love it. Obviously, that Japanese director was talking to somebody from God knows where. Part of it, yeah.
I guess, yeah. Where they keep
have
their dogs
walking under the porch.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that answer, because that was, I didn't expect that one. Do you prefer to play villains or heroes?
I kind of like them both. I mean, they've got their they both have their pluses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, villains, well, like with Wesker in Resident Evil, the first 3/4 of the game, you don't know he's a villain.
Okay.
You know, in the original Resident Evil, he's just your boss. So, you know, playing it straight was kind of fun. And then, oh, I get to really turn into a horrible monster. And, you know, that's kind of cool too. But they've all got, the writing in video games has gotten to be really complex and rich. And, you know, even the backstory for somebody like Mirak from Skyrim, he's not necessarily evil. He was fighting against being manipulated. That was his whole shtick.
Right.
And as a result, he thought, well, the only way to stop this is if I just burn the whole world to the ground. So,
yeah, well,
you know, that became his MO. Yeah, I've played a lot of both, haven't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, Sovereign was fun because it's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
In Mass Effect, and I play a lot of AIs and robots. I think it's because I have good diction.
Yeah.
I can have good diction.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's always kind of a nice challenge too, and especially with somebody like Danse who doesn't know he's not human.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna. I mean, I have like a whole page worth of questions here on the when we get to the dance section. I mean, lots of interest there. But yeah, that's one of the things, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get to the point where I want to ask you: when did you know that he was what he was? And how did that change? How did that change your, as you say, your diction, or how did that change your, I guess, delivery of?
It didn't, and that was one of the things that Kal-El, the director and the voice director, and I talked about. You know, even once he realized he was a synth, Danse still thinks of himself as human. You know, he's dedicated his life to protecting humanity, and then that wasn't going to change. He wasn't suddenly going to become robotic. I don't think any of the synths in the game are particularly AI-ish.
Right.
Even Nick Valentine, who looks like a busted up C-3PO a lot
True.
of the time,
Yeah.
is still very much human in his delivery. So,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll get to that in a second, because there are some questions that really dive into that part of Danse. And since you've played it a few times, and you know, and you've played Fallout, from Fallout 3 through New Vegas and so on, then you have the lore, you have like a component of the lore. So this is a great conversation. So I know the chat's loving it. I know I'm loving it. So yeah. So yeah, guys, spoiler alert. Okay. Anybody who hasn't played Fallout 4, come on, please. Really? Are we going down this road? So we have, like I said, we have a few people here with us today. So we have Darth Rages, who has a question for you. Rages, you wanna ask Peter your question? Or maybe he's not here.
Yep, I'm here.
Took the mute off.
That mute off. Mute.
Nope, I kind of wanted to let you finish off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a question, actually. I do. It's kind of a long one. I'll kind of shorten it up here. So we kind of talked, you were Wesker in the original 2002 Resident Evil game. And then we saw that character actually on the big screen in Resident Evil Afterlife. There was a bit part in Extinction as well. What was it like seeing that character that you had brought to life coming to life on the big screen by other people?
I thought it was great. I thought the casting was fantastic. As soon as I saw some of the stills from the movie and the poster came out, I was like, wow, that guy really looks like Wesker. And again, the plot is a little different in the movie. So, it's but no, I thought it was great. I thought they did a great job with it. And again, you know, I took over from a 16-bit top-down character. I hadn't actually played Resident Evil before I got cast in it. I didn't know what it was, and had to go back and look into it. And you know, the really cool part about the remake that they did in 2002 was the first really cinematic, and I've mentioned this in other interviews, but it was the first really cinematic video game. You know, they had these cutscenes, they had all of this great, you know, interaction with the characters. Visually, it was very rich, particularly for the period. And you know, that was really kind of groundbreaking, and we got to do some actual acting, which was kind of cool, as opposed to just coming in and shouting out lines, or, you know, you'll never get through here, I'll stop you, and that was it. That's the whole character. You know, these guys got to actually talk to each other and do stuff, and that was really pretty cool. It's par for the course now, but back then it was kind of groundbreaking.
Sure. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that makes that makes some sense. Yeah, for sure. So let's see here. Before we get to some probing questions about our favorite Brotherhood of Steel Paladin and all around good synth, I wanted to hit you up on your current project. Because I'm actually very fascinated by this premise. So everybody out there, so Peter is working on this new project, which is just very interesting. If you could, Peter, fill our viewers in on what the project is all about. It's
an animated series about the new wave scene in the 80s. And it got started. One of my good friends out here, I knew him as a promo guy, and we would, you know, go out and have lunch and talk about stuff. Mm-hmm. But before he got into voiceover, he was a sideman. So he would play on tour and fill in on albums with bands. So he was Iggy Pop's guitar player for 5 years. His name is Eric Skirmerhorn.
Wow.
He played with Bowie and Tin Machine. He was in They Might Be Giants. And we were both in sort of starter bands back in the early 80s, and we're jokingly sharing stories, and a lot of them were the same. And I had kind of wanted to do a show like this for a few years, and one of the things I wanted to do in it was have an original song in every episode. And the big sticking point for me was, how do you get that song, like the Monkees used to do? Mm-hmm. And it occurred to me, Eric and I could just write the songs because he's brilliant. So we did. And I wrote the pilot, and we've got an amazing cast. We had started a Kickstarter. We've canceled it now because it fell short. But we're going to be taking it to studios and trying to pitch it if we can get in for meetings and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, that's it. It's a story of a couple of bands, a guy band and a girl band, and their wacky adventures getting through the new wave scene of the 80s with amazing songs. So okay, so now that you put it that way, because I was so now it's sounding like and again, I went to your website, I went to the Kickstarter, I saw what was going on, I saw the whole, you know, back to the neon and the neon new wave and everything, right? Oh, yeah. So new wave music of the 80s. I have a question about, you know, addiction to MTV and VH1 and so on, but because I had one, but anyway, but we're talking about the way you describe it sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode. Like a Scooby-Doo type of thing, but with like bands. Like remember Josie and the Pussycats? Yep. So Josie and the Pussycats, and then you got a combination of that with the wacky adventures of like Scooby-Doo as well. And you kind of have this I mean, it sounds like it would be very, very interesting, especially with like new songs and new content. You know, new original songs within each one. I mean, it sounds actually extremely fascinating. Yeah, and the songs are going to be produced in the same way that songs were produced in the 80s. They're going to have an 80s sound. And the cast we've got together, because I've been doing this for 32 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've met a lot of people.
Right.
And, called up the people that I thought would fit the characters and asked them if they wanted to do the show. And to a person, they said yes. When I called Yuri Lowenthal, before I could even finish asking him, I said, "Hey, it's Peter. I'm working on a project, and I was wondering," and he said, "Yes." So I haven't even told you what it is yet. He's like, "I don't care. I'm in.
I'm on it."
So, yeah. But the girl group, we've got Kari Walgren and Abby Trott and Sharon Mutu and Carolina Ravassa, and and they all sing.
Right.
And they're, Kari just dropped an album about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And, so they're going to have songs. The guy band's going to have songs. If you saw the Kickstarter page, you probably clicked on a couple of them.
Yep.
And we wrote and did those in like a rehearsal space. Those aren't really fully produced. Those are just demos. But
right.
to give you an idea what it's going to sound like.
Yeah, no, they sound amazing. I mean, from being like, one of those MTV VH1 addicted people. They had that had kind of that vibe, which brings me to like the weird question of the night. I don't know, there's gonna be a lot of weird questions, but this is a weird one. Did you did you ever? No, not us. Did you ever mimic Max Headroom? Because I know I did.
Well, everybody did.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody did. No, Matt Frewer is brilliant.
I love Matt Frewer.
And I am so glad that he has continued to work. I've never seen him give a bad performance. And the creation of Max Headroom, when they came out with it, was, again, at the time, there had never been anything like it.
Yep. Well, yeah.
And it was revolutionary. It was I think really initially done for commercials, wasn't it, for Pepsi?
It was originally a Pepsi commercial. It was actually, I think, during the Super Bowl or something along those lines. It kind of like promote, and so then it just kind of, and then he just became.
And then he became this superstar, this virtual reality superstar. Yeah, no, it was great, and they made a movie.
Yeah, they did.
It was
a TV
good.
series.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Matt Frewer was on a show called Eureka, which he was absolutely fabulous, and he was like he was this absent-minded kind of techno geeky doctory type of guy. It was just dynamite. It was perfect.
Great in Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. Yeah, he's fantastic.
So.
Okay. Well, so as a love letter to the 80s, what were your favorite or most influential bands at the time? And I was going to ask, are you a musician yourself? But I think you already answered that question. And I see the guitar case. Are those guitar cases back there?
That's a couple of my guitar cases in the background. I had been stashing them in my son's room, and he came home for Christmas break. So I had to move them, and I forgot to get them out of the way. Most influential 80s bands. I was a big Elvis Costello guy.
Nice.
That whole kind of vibe was one of the things that bands did a lot of back in the 80s that I don't really see so much anymore was every album, they kind of had to reinvent themselves. So if you listen to the progression on the Talking Heads albums, they started out with their very distinctive style that made them famous, and then they started to change it because they'd done it. U2 did the same thing. Elvis Costello did it. I think the only performer that really sort of stayed the same all through the 70s and 80s was maybe Tom Petty, because he just kind of did his thing and didn't give a crap. He's like, I'm just doing what I'm doing. But yeah, so that was, probably Talking Heads, Elvis Costello, Marshall Crenshaw, Laurie Anderson. Devo. There are so many. I was a real audiophile back then. I had a lot of, records, and was just discussing. My oldest son has just graduated from college, and he's been back for a couple of months. And I was playing on Spotify. Peter Gabriel did German versions of all of his albums, which I did not know.
Ooh. RM, did you know that?
Yeah, the German albums, and it's the first 4 albums I think that he did in German as well as in English. And so I was listening to him, and what was the song now? I think it was "The Rhythm of the Heat." Was the first song I ever heard on compact disc.
Oh, interesting.
And that was mind blowing at the time. You know.
Yeah.
We actually got up New Year's Day and went to the Harman Kardon showroom, and they put the compact disc in the compact disc player. And it starts out with really low volume, and then it builds into this, Peter Gabriel song. And just, wow, there's no hiss.
Yeah, no crackle.
There's no crackle.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And who knew 30 years later we'd miss it?
Well, RM here, she's got RM. You got a whole vinyl collection. You still play, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So do I. I actually go out and find albums that I lost a number of records in a flood, probably back in the early '90s, and I've been spending the past few years trying to reconstruct my collection. So.
Yeah, so I guess that's a lead into a question that I have, because I'm always curious, especially somebody who's transitioned like I did from vinyl to CDs. What was your first purchased CD?
My first purchased CD?
Yeah.
Was Robbie Robertson, I think. It wasn't probably until '86, and I got a Discman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Sony Discman.
Working a day job, trying to get the band going. It wasn't really working. And they had some special at Circuit City. Hang on one second.
No worries.
I'm sorry. Hang on.
Hey, everybody. So while we're here, so hopefully everybody's enjoying this. RM, you enjoying this? He's obviously a super audiophile. Yeah.
You can't hear anything, right?
No. Okay. Now, okay, here we go.
Sorry, guys. My son and a couple of his friends were standing in the vestibule and talking really loud, so I thought I'd just ask them to calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
So Discman.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask the rest of our crew here which one it was, because I'm gonna tell you which one mine was. So I got a JVC player for the first time. That was like the cheapest thing that was around. And my first one was Love Over Gold, Dire Straits.
Nice.
I had to hear Industrial Disease at the loudest possible volume I could without any hiss. Jack, what was yours, man?
Oh, mine. My parents used to always get my brother and I the same gift for Christmas, so I guess we didn't feel more love than the other. But in one year it was a Discman, and those things took like 6 batteries. I mean, they were like half the weight of the thing was the batteries. But anyway, the first CD I got was Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party.
Yeah, nice one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one. RM.
Do you want tape or CD?
CD. First CD you got.
CD.
I had to fight my grandmother for a CD player because she said I was taking advantage of her kindness, but it was my birthday. And they're not that expensive because she was very well to do. But besides the point, I'm like, you cheap lady. But anyhow, it was a Sony. It was CD player, and for some reason I had to have Metallica Black. I don't know. I don't even like Metallica. I'm like, I want Metallica, yeah.
It's a great album, though.
Yeah.
It is, but I mean, it was all my tapes are like REM and B-52s and stuff, and I'm like, no, I want Metallica. So I don't know.
Rages, what was your first CD?
Well, I was gifted for my birthday many years ago a Philips Discman, like the portable Discman.
Yep.
And with that, I got my first CD, which was the MTV Buzzbin, various artist mix from like
Do you,
96.
you want that? I still have that.
That's
Nice.
interesting.
I have like boxes of this crap. Do you want it again?
Buzzbin. That's great.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it now. Take it.
Jack's like, get it out of my house.
Well,
Don't
that's
touch my babies.
yeah, that's awesome, Peter. That's really cool. I mean, I mean, obviously you can tell that we're all we love our music, and we kind of like we straddle the 80s, 90s, era. So it's very, very cool. RM's got a question for you. RM.
All right, so I'm a big 30 Rock fan, and I realized you were in the production Macbeth as Mayor McGee's.
Yes.
You were in the costume, right? You just voiced over.
I just voiced it. They shot that in New York,
Yeah.
and I was in LA, and it was a lot of fun because that's a 3.5 minute speech. And
Yeah, I know. It's great.
They needed it in 60 seconds.
Oh,
And we did the first take, and she's like, "Yeah, we're long." I'm like, "Okay, let me do it faster, but make it sound slower." And
Well, you did a great job.
yeah, and we just tightened it right up, and it was hilarious. I remember watching the episode when it aired. And I was like, everybody's sitting around like, no, don't get up. It's not over yet. And the credits are coming up.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool.
Would you like to try our apple dippers?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Actually, we're gonna sidetrack real quick here. Decina in the chat has got a question for you. How does it feel playing games that you voice?
It's fun. It's kind of trippy. Enough time goes by after you've recorded before the game comes out that you can forget a lot of what's happening, but you can say, "Oh, wait a minute! If I do this," with Skyrim, with the whole Mirak thing, you just never know when he's going to pop up and suck the soul out of your dragon. So, that was fun. And I used to, mess with my kids. They'd be playing Fallout. I think they were playing Fallout 4. And one of them had Dance as a companion, and I stood behind him and would say the line.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Oh,
Just to mess with him.
Just to mess with him. Be like in stereo, right? He's hearing one way and it's like, whoa, that's really immersive.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So animation. So now I know that there. So obviously, plenty here in chat. They're hardcore animation fans, considering the time frame. I want to share the fact that, and there's a point to this because you made a point in like one of your interviews, the fact that I used to run home from school, to watch Robotech like religiously. It was like one of these things. It was on at 3:00 in the afternoon or 3:30, wherever it was, and I absolutely had to get there. And just so, did you watch it as well? Like Voltron, all the good stuff, like Thundercats, Underdog, and the Go Go Gophers. I mean, you mentioned something about animation, and I was just curious about your animation love.
Oh yeah, no, I grew up with Underdog and Go Go Gophers, and that whole era of cartoons. Growing up in I don't remember the 60s much because I was really small, but
yeah,
early 70s. The big excitement was Friday night before school started. They would have the launch of the like the special the night before Saturday morning. New cartoons came out.
Oh, that's right.
And that was always a thrill. And I didn't catch Robotech and Voltron until later. I was working as a chef,
Mm-hmm.
and I worked nights. in Chicago in the 80s, and then as a bartender. And so I'd sleep until noon. I'd get up, and there was a station in Chicago that played like old late 50s, early 60s, like F Troop, which is what Go Go Gophers was based on.
Yeah, that's right.
And those kinds of shows that I'd never seen. So I watched reruns of those, but they also had Voltron and Gumby.
That's right, Gumby.
And so I became a big Voltron fan because I would, sit there eating my lunch at 4:30 in the afternoon, and Voltron would come on. I'm like, no, what's going to happen next?
Yeah, it was very serialized. That was interesting about Voltron and Robotech and all the Japanese versions of cartoons, which or animation. Sorry, cartoons, animation.
It's cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons, because it was all serialized. Like that's what got me addicted to it. It's like, okay, what's gonna happen next? I mean, is this person gonna die? I mean, it was all like very. It had like the soap opera
for kids.
Yeah, it was like this operatic type of thing to it. And then I realized that it was very much like Japanese culture, right? When they do kabuki or they do or all those types of theater kind of is part of the way that they put together animation, which is just fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. And then the question is, did you ever get a chance to watch The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse?
Oh, yeah. That came out in the 90s. I loved Ralph Bakshi is brilliant.
Yes! Right there. Hold on.
I watched Wizards. There you go.
Had to get an applause there. Yes.
Yeah, I watched Wizards in the theater when it came out. And it was just, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And American Pop. And all the stuff he did with rotoscoping. And when he came out with The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse, I was like, oh, this is going to be
insane.
Epic.
Yeah, it was.
And it was nuts. That was the period in animation where people were really pushing the envelope. You had, Real Monsters and Rugrats, and you had Ren and Stimpy and Cat Dog, and all of these just bizarre Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's, yeah,
with just the strangest crap going on, and you're like, I can't follow this, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
loved Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, it's funny because so it got canceled. Well, it got pulled. It canceled, but it got pulled because it went over such a line. There was this one episode. I mean, I love Ralph Bakshi. Everything he does, Fritz the Cat, the whole, everything, from one rating to another. I don't care. So there was this one episode of New Adventures of Mighty Mouse where I think it might even be the first or second episode where he goes into this whole Salvador Dali-esque type of landscape, and there's like melting stuff everywhere. And I'm like, yeah. This is what time in the morning is this? This is 9:00 on a Saturday morning. Oh man, Ralph, you are going to get so canceled. But yeah, he went on for 3 CDs worth, 3 DVDs worth rather. So yeah, he's all right, cool. Yay, Peter. Sorry, yeah, that's right. So that's right, Jess. That's as close as I get to a squee. All right. So before we move on, and now that I mentioned Jessica Starr, we're almost there. We're almost right to the core of it, right to the Paladin Danse questions. I gotta ask. This is for our friend Jessica Starr. In New Wave, there's a talking pug.
There is.
Can you tell us more about this talking pug?
Yeah, the pug's name is Roscoe. He is loosely based on. My wife's got 3 pugs. We started out with one. We then got a rescue pug, and then we got another puppy that was gifted to us later. So a lot of pugs, but Roscoe is loosely based on our pug Rocco. And the premise is that he only talks to the drummer.
Because most pugs do.
And only when there's no one else around. So does he?
Or doesn't he?
That sounds spell accurate.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, the character Alex, the drummer, talks to the pug all the time. And, you know, because people talk to their pets. And then basically once an episode, the pug is going to talk, you know, to Alex, basically to cap the episode sometimes. If you saw the little, you know, concept piece we put together for the fake opening, he's got the, well, that went better than I expected.
Yeah.
That's
voice.
Armin Taylor, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, the deepest, manliest voice on the planet. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna ask if that's the background, is the drummer based on Keith Moon?
No, the drummer is actually based on Alex Tabor, who is the guy who does the voice for him. He's just beyond enthusiastic all the time. You know, everything's so awesome, and you know, the funny thing about Alex, the drummer, is that every episode he's going to show up in a new fashion tragedy from the 80s.
Leg warmers?
Leg warmers in one episode, very likely. You know, he comes in dressed like Adam Ant in one episode. He comes dressed like Duran Duran. He comes in David Byrne's big suit. Comes dressed as Madonna, and nobody comments on it.
Oh, I love it.
Like, oh, that's just Alex. You
Yeah.
know. Comes dressed like Boy George.
Parachute pants?
So,
Singing Mom's asking parachute pants too?
Oh, definitely going to be parachute pants, yeah. So that's, you know, that's Alex. He's just super hyped up and very, very excited about everything all the time.
That's cool.
And we wonder whether he's, you know, psychotic. But he's a good drummer, so, you know.
It works for him. It's all good. It's all good. Well, that's awesome. All right. So now that the pug question's out of the way, because Jessica, I had to get that in there for Jessica Starr. Now we are moving on to like the meat of it.
Yes.
What was the first character you voiced for Bethesda Game Studios?
Paladin Danse.
Yes, Paladin Danse. All right. So now Waterfalls from the Desert, who is one of our, so she's not only a great Discord mod, but she's a great gato. She's a great community member. She's fantastic. And unbeknownst to me, she pretty much put in all this information about how it is that her, I'm not gonna say infatuation, because I think we're all infatuated with Paladin Danse, because we all are. But her, what basically convinced her to stick with Paladin Danse, and I want to kind of get into this here, because I didn't know this about her, and it was an amazing conversation in the chat. So she wanted to say, this is all quote, "Can I just say that Peter Jessop's voice acting in Blind Betrayal is the one single thing that got me into Fallout lore, and as a result, the Fallout community. It was compelling to the point that I researched the characters and eventually found all of you," which I thought was one of these. I mean, wow, Peter. I mean, that's pretty. That's pretty amazing. So I wanted to ask, based on that, because we'll get to one of her questions in a second, but based on that, were the lines you got from Danse all from the writers, or did you get a chance to ad-lib any of that?
No, it's 100% from the writers. And that was one of the things that really was exciting for me about recording this, because we did a number of sessions on this because there's so much to cover. But when it gets down to the relationship section where he's talking to the player character, they created this guy with such incredible emotional intelligence. You know, it was just remarkable.
Right.
The stuff that, and, you know, obviously, depending on how you play it and which options you choose, he can also be a dick. But
True.
Only if you're, but only if you're mean to him.
Yeah.
You know, if you treat Paladin Danse right, he's remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all do for the most part. I know I do. Anyway, so follow-up question from Waterfalls to the Desert so character questions. She asks where you think Danse came from. I mean, since you played 3 and you played Vegas, you might be able to, I mean, kind of give us like some kind of perspective. And then what do you imagine his first name to be?
That's an interesting question about the first name because they never discussed that. And someone said, "Oh, they gave him a first name. It's in one of the deleted scenes." And I'm like, I don't remember ever hearing a first name.
Right.
I mean, obviously he was created at the Institute.
Right.
But I think he was put into place probably in DC because that's where he grew up, where the person he replaced grew up.
Right.
Because you got to remember, the synths replaced actual people.
So yeah.
So they didn't just create this guy; they based him on a person who already existed. That's just why he has the memories of collecting trash for caps.
Right.
In the DC wasteland, and then he joins the Brotherhood, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess that they hadn't come up with the child ones yet because they start that with your kid in the game. So he was probably fully grown and had either was about to join or had already joined the Brotherhood before they replaced him.
So do you imagine him having, I mean, what would you imagine his first name being? I mean, since obviously you played him and obviously you have the background and you kind of feel where he's coming from and so on. Is he a Peter? Is he a John?
The name that pops to mind is Roger, honestly.
Roger Danse.
Roger Danse. It just has a ring to it.
Yeah.
Peter would be great.
Peter Danse.
But
Yeah, Roger. Interesting.
Yeah.
And so you think he came from? All right. So you think he came from DC, and that's where his human, I guess, his human, not shell, but his human OG came from. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well, that's what he talks about it in the game.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's my guess.
Okay. Well, there you go, Waterfalls. There you go, Roger. Have you ever been told that Danse sounds like George Clooney? Or rather that George Clooney sounds like Paladin Danse?
That was a big... yeah, that happens a lot. And, part of it is George and I are roughly the same age. We're both from the Midwest.
Neutral accent.
Yeah, so the accents are the same. I've actually done voice replacement for him on ADR stuff.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
when he wasn't available.
Okay.
And not that he would know. Yeah, I've worked on a couple of different projects where they brought me in to be Clooney. And we're not exactly the same. George is much more down here. He's got a very specific kind of a gravel that he does that, and his speech patterns are very specific as well. So
yeah, I don't know.
That was my Clooney impersonation.
Yeah,
It was dead on.
It was, wasn't it? I don't know, Peter. We were arguing this for like the longest time. I mean, we knew that you were the voice, but we're like, no, I think it's Clooney.
Well,
We're like,
it's
wait a
funny.
minute.
I did a commercial. It aired once on the Super Bowl for Audi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little girl in a soapbox derby.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
And it's, what do I tell my daughter? that she's not as good as the boys are, blah, 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 whatever the shit was in the thing.
And everybody thought it was George Clooney.
And there was this huge uproar. Who does this overprivileged, liberal mouthpiece George Clooney think he is, telling us blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it ain't George Clooney.
I really liked that ad.
It was a great ad.
It's a good ad.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
It's about a dad who cares about his daughter. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
somebody.
yeah, that was the first knee-jerk reaction was who is he to tell us blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm just a dude.
Just a dude, man.
I don't live in a Beverly Hills mansion and have a villa in Italy. Okay, I'm just.
But if I did.
Yeah.
So one of our friends in chat here, Wahui, says, you did those Nespresso commercials, didn't you?
I did not. That was actually George Clooney.
That was actually George Clooney.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually had that argument. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's
We've had that conversation more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's George Clooney. Nope, it's not George Clooney.
And then I kept saying, no, it's not.
And we knew who you were. Just like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so much like him.
Like,
so much like him.
no.
Maybe they made a mistake on the wiki on the wiki.
I'm like, no, dude.
Where did the inspiration come from for Dance? Can you share some of the Bethesda notes from the dossier? I'm assuming they gave you one on Dance before you voiced him. Just curious. I mean, did they give you like a whole rundown ahead of time, like like to get you in that zone, like who he is? And
They really didn't.
So it's all you.
The direction basically was be yourself and be honest. and that was it. So I didn't do a character voice. I just did my regular voice. And like for a lot of stuff like Mirak, I've got an accent, and a lot of my work is doing dialect stuff, doing British characters and foreign characters and whatnot. And they were like, no, just act.
Wow.
Just be an actor. Do your job as an actor, and you don't have to do any tricks. Just be straightforward. And so I think that comes through in that Paladin Danse is really kind of a straightforward dude.
Mm-hmm. Was that kind of freeing for you?
It was terrifying.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
No, are you kidding? As an actor, if you can't use your bag of tricks,
they didn't really give you
all your little shortcuts that you've been leaning on, all the crutches you've been leaning on for years, and they just know.
Wow.
Just be you. But I don't know how to. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing, because big shout out first off to we have Peter, we have a raid that just came in from Ma Tater. She's another streamer out there. Hi Ma Tater. Hey Tater Tots, what you guys doing? Welcome. We have with us this is Peter Jessop, otherwise known aka Paladin Danse. So we've been doing Tequila Talk here tonight and having a nice conversation with Peter. And we were on the topic of the fact that he got to be pretty much himself as he voiced Paladin Danse, which I didn't realize was super terrifying. But I get that now. Yeah, that makes sense now. That makes sense. But you're an amazing actor. I mean, Paladin. I mean, like Waterfalls was saying, some of the lines. And I guess to your point, where the writers come in and they write it, but if they didn't give you any direction except to be honest and just to act, I mean, pardon my French here, Peter. Shit, he is an amazing character.
Yeah, no, it was fascinating. It was fabulous, and once we got into it, because I've done a lot of different soldier characters and a lot of different tough guy characters, and they're like, don't do stuff.
Right.
Don't do, just be. Just I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing, amazing, Peter. Obviously the whole chat loves Paladin Danse, and yeah, especially as you said, if you treat him right, he's awesome. If you treat him badly, he might be a dick. So, RM has a question. RM.
So, as you can tell, a lot of people kind of find Paladin Danse the sexiest man in the wasteland. So, not only did you voice Danse, you also voiced BJ in the 2009 Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Which, So, how does it feel to voice some of the sexiest men in video games?
Honestly, doing Wolfenstein was a blast. That was a whole different vibe, and it was the Fallout. When we did Fallout 4, I probably did 12 or 13 sessions to record all of Paladin Dance's stuff, and which, you know, when you think about the player character and how many sessions they had to do for Courtney and for oh my God, I've completely gone off on his name. The male player character.
The dude.
The wanderer, the lone wanderer.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna kill me.
Oh shit!
Brian Delaney.
Brian, thank you.
There we go.
Courtney and Brian. Yeah, and you know, they must have done 30, 40 sessions.
Wow.
Because they've got to do all the dialogue and interact with everybody. Doing BJ, I think we did maybe 3 sessions, 4 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just to shoot 'em up, you know.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein is just a fun blow up Nazis. Let's go blow up some Nazis.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. So yes, it was fun. It was fun doing both.
Yeah.
Nice.
So back to the sexiness of it all. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So speaking of that, did you know that Danse is a pinup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
I've got friends who are big Fallout fans, and they do fan art and put
so
stuff
your
up.
friends
So
are responsible for some of this stuff.
yeah,
Those are some good friends.
That's good friends, Peter. Yeah.
And you know, honestly, it's fine. People do that kind of thing with everybody. You know.
And we're good with it, Peter.
Yeah,
Just so you know, we're good with
I
it.
enjoy the Paladin Danse ones.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because, you know, Hancock's got a big following.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Danny does.
Hancock to some people is super sexy.
That's true.
So-
Danny does have a lot of that pin up too.
I even
Paladin
saw a
Danse is
pinup
super
of Preston Garvey the other day when I was doing a search. That's a dark rabbit hole, man.
Well, Jack, since
I think he already answered the question. I was just going to ask you, what are your feelings on some of the more adult-related fan art and fan fiction of Danse?
You know, it's going to happen. I'm not a big follower of erotic fan art, so I don't really, you know, seek it out. But hey, you know, if it's something you're interested in, let's go for it.
Go for it. Well said there, Peter. Well said. Before we get to so Rages has a final question, and then we get to the rapid fire 10 questions. Before we get there, so Rages, what's your final question?
Well, you know, just as a final little off, you know, you've done these major voices, you've done major things, dance, you know, things like that. But you're also set up, you do a lot of additional voices as well for either the games that you voice, like Dance or, you know, BJ or something. And do you get that same kind of thing with like dance, where you just say, "Here, just do the." Do an acting, or do you actually get notes for like, this guard character has this personality, or something like that, or do you just kind of make them up as they come through?
Well, that's where the bag of tricks comes in. If you're doing a game and they've got you doing like Destiny, so for Destiny and Destiny 2, Destiny 2 now I'm the only male player character voice.
Right.
But and they have you come in and you do your session, and then they have you do 2 additional characters because they get under contract. They can have you do up to 3 characters. And it's like, okay, what's this guy? Oh, he's a big bruiser. Okay, great. So you do the big bruiser guy, and that's fun. And you can mix and match different. The idea is to have like a core character, the tough guy character. Okay, is he a tough guy from Germany? Is he a tough guy from Brooklyn? Is he a tough guy? So then you throw that bit onto it, and you can sort of Mr. Potato Head yourself an original character.
Mm-hmm.
I like that descriptor.
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head. Yeah,
That's
that's interesting.
kind of it.
That's cool.
What from this works, what from this works, put it all together.
Yeah, that's cool. Guys, before we get to the final rapid fire 10 questions, make sure you put in hashtag dance, DANSE, as if you guys don't know how to spell it by now. Put in hashtag dance and you will be entered to win a $100 gift card to the Bethesda Gear Store. So please go ahead and do that. We will do the raffle right after we are done here. So Peter, this is where we get to the nitty gritty, the final 10 questions of the night. You ready?
Glad to see you're
Rapid
not
fire.
dead. Welcome
All
to
right, here we go.
Pub.
Your favorite dance line?
I thought I was ready. There were so many.
That's okay. And while you're at it, while you're thinking about that, somebody in the chat wanted to know if we can get an ad Victorium from you, but we'll do that after the fact.
Oh, I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Ad Victorium.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Very nice.
Gosh, I favorite dance line. I can't choose. I'm sorry.
There's so many, right?
Yeah, there are just so many. He's got such great dialogue.
Well, let's see here. Do I have
Any of them will do.
Do I have so just so you know, we have
She'll
these.
Take anything.
Yeah, we'll take anything.
Just say anything.
Yes.
You've been a good friend.
Wow, that sounds so great, doesn't it? Ah! Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So next one. What do you like on your toast?
Marmite.
Marmalade. Nice. Okay. Any flavor? Any type of flavor or any marmalade?
Well, it's only one flavor. It's Marmite.
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 Yeah.
Oh, Marmite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Not marmalade.
Marmite. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
It's like Vegemite, but it's British.
But it's British.
Yeah.
Do you own a robot?
I do not.
Okay. Favorite George Clooney movie?
The American.
I like that one. That's a good one. Favorite time of year?
Early fall.
That's a good one too. All right, early fall. Actually, we had a few people. Actually, I mean, out of everybody, I think we're about 80% fall. There's like a couple summers in there, and then some springs. There's not a single person has ever said winter.
Well, my wife would. She's a Christmas fanatic, so.
See, there's
Nice.
somebody who likes winter. I like winter. Favorite libation?
Favorite libation. PG Tips. Tea.
Oh, interesting. I have somebody in this household who actually loves PG Tips. That's very interesting. Okay, you don't hear that very often. Do you think you would survive in a Fallout world?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
You're very confident about that.
The most
Most people
confident guess we've
aren't.
had so
But yeah,
far.
most people are not very
Most
confident.
people are, and then they die. Yeah. So
Like we asked Danny that question, he's like, "Fuck no, I
lot
quit
of
that
them
server.
say
That's
that.
not gonna happen."
Yeah.
All right. Did you ever cosplay dance?
I've never did cosplay dance. No.
Okay.
That's a tough one. You got to build the armor and stuff.
Well, you know,
I do have a photo from Dragon Con though. This guy came in the full dance battle armor with the Gatling laser,
Wow.
which he let me fire.
Yeah.
It was freaking amazing.
Oh, that's
Cool.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's really, really cool. Yeah, actually, I mean, well, you know, because dance also has that other outfit.
He's
I mean,
got his jumpsuit. Yeah.
it's just jumpsuit. If you had a theme song, what would it be?
If I had a theme song, what would it be? Papa's Got a Brand New Bag.
All right. Papa's got a new bag. If you had one food type the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza.
You
Hell
didn't
yeah.
even
No
like.
You didn't have to finish that question. Pizza.
Yeah,
No
pizza.
My man. My
Love
man.
that.
Nope. Same here.
Pizza. Well, Peter, that's basically the show, my friend. Thank you so much. If you don't mind hanging out for just a few more minutes,
Sure.
for the giveaway, and then like right after, I just want to make sure that everybody out there, thank you guys so much. This has been Peter Jessop here at the Tequila Talk at the Gato. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed tonight's show. Show us some love here in the chat, and I will make sure that Peter hears about it. So basically, everybody's kind of like everybody's bouncing in. Lots of claps, lots of hearts. Thank you so much, singing mom. Thanks for coming. It was amazing. That's Gods of War. Ad Victoriam, Peter. Oh my God. Thank you, Peter. And all the gatos, thank you so much. Oh yeah, lots of hand clapping, lots of hearts. Mammoth, Thorspoon, Miss Max, Lazy on 3, Metal Goddess. Everybody's just dropping in some love for you. Retro Pro Frank saying sorry for killing you and taking your BOS power armor, Peter.
At least he owns it.
There's so much BOS power armor out there you could just pick up. I don't know why you need to kill me for it, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Krabby Hermit says, thank you. This has been awesome. Really great stuff. Jessica Starr, T-Cat, and lots of hearts. Ma Tater, lots of hearts as well. And hype. Knight Taylor, BOS. Yeah, everybody's. Demas, thin crust, or deep dish. Oh, come on, Demas.
That's a question.
All right.
I am from Chicago.
Demas!
So I'm going to say deep dish.
Demas! You guys are
But-
soulmates.
But again, pizza.
Pizza.
Just pizza.
Just
Seriously,
pizza.
yeah.
My wife is
Crust
from New
with
York.
toppings.
We get the great big flat slab slices from New York. Those are good too. So I am gonna do one shout out though for you guys. I don't know if any of you play Fallout 76 or not.
Yes, we do.
A few
I'm-
of us might.
I swear I'm playing right now.
I'm an Xbox guy because we had to pick one system and that's what we ended up with. But if you're on, my gamer tag is Barnubius, BARN00BIAS. I'm usually on in the mornings from 9 to 10:30 Pacific time.
Awesome,
so-
guys.
We'll
Wow.
do a daily
Someone
op or
put that in
something.
chat, please.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so come on, we'll do a daily op. It'll be great.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, they love it. They absolutely love it. Yes, we are all 76ers, all of us. So
I kind of figured because you were doing the nuclear winter.
the flash mob, yeah. So
the
we
knock masks in the cult headquarters, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, interestingly enough, we do so the Gato pub actually originated in 76. So that's kind of where it all comes from. So it comes from this when the lockdown came, and actually a little bit before the lockdown, wanted to kind of like make a space. Long story short, I wanted to kind of have a bar, and so it turns out you can obviously, well, you could build camps in '76, and so built the pub. And then as the lockdown came and when it started to roll in at the end of 2019, started to kind of like make events and try to make a community out of it, and then it became what it is today, which is
cool.
Yeah. So we love 76. Guys, and speaking of 76, Adam's $100 gift card, guys. Last chance. #dance. I'm closing it down.
Dead. Welcome to
3,
Pub.
2, 1, and we're closing it down. All right, here we go, guys. Drum roll, please. And the winner is T-Catton, ladies and gentlemen. T-Catton.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Congratulations, T-Catton.
You goodies. Meow.
You won yourself a $100 gift card to the Bethesda shop. And I guess we also won ourselves this amazing man we're going to be able to play with on 76. Yay! All right.
I just added you.
Awesome.
Awesome, guys. Have an amazing night, everybody. We are going to raid. Somebody. Let's see who we get to raid. We can raid. Actually, Gemini is playing. Oh, Mick J Plays. We have not raided Mick J Plays in a very long time. So we're gonna head on over. Thank you guys so much for your amazing time out here. Thank you, Peter. You were amazing as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're gonna hit you up on the back end of this. We're gonna raid Mick J Plays, and we're gonna say goodnight to everybody. We will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow night we are in 76, and we'll be doing the bar and underground fight club review, or actually profile. So we have 3 camps we're going to see. One's on Xbox and the other 2 are on PC. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is open bar night and it is also fight club night. So see you guys tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.
Night, Kevin.
Night, Kevin.
Good night, Kevin.